In this video, I just want to clarify, I am not claiming to be an expert on love, but I do think I have a good sense of what true love is. Here are my thoughts on it. Let's dive in. Often we think that finding love is something we have to do on our own, like it's a puzzle we need to figure out. But the truth is, God is the ultimate matchmaker. His ways are higher than ours. And more often than not, he introduces us to the person meant for us in ways we least expect. Let's look at a few ways God brings two hearts together, often without either realizing it in the moment. In the journey of love and companionship, one of the greatest struggles people face is timing. We live in a world of instant gratification, fast communication, quick decisions, and immediate results. But when it comes to matters of the heart, God's timeline rarely aligns with human expectations. We grow impatient. We believe we should have already met our person by a certain age or stage in life. But divine timing works differently. God values preparation over speed, purpose over impulse, and fulfillment over fleeting emotions. God's timing is never rushed, and it's never late. Every season of our lives serves a purpose, even if we don't recognize it at the time. When we feel delayed, God may actually be working behind the scenes, aligning circumstances, refining our character, and preparing us and our future partner for the kind of relationship that will last. Impatience leads many to rush into relationships, fearful of being alone. But relationships formed out of impatience often lead to disappointment. We risk stepping outside God's perfect plan when we try to force something before it's time. Instead of settling for what's available, we should trust that God's best is worth the wait. Consider nature. You cannot force a flower to bloom before it's ready, and you cannot rush the sunrise. In the same way, God will not introduce you to your soulmate until both of you are ready to fulfill his purpose for your union. Many mistake their season of singleness as a punishment, but it's not. Many times before meeting your future spouse, you are placed in a season of personal development, a time to grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. This is not a waiting room. It's a training ground. Just as a builder lays a strong foundation before constructing a house, God strengthens your character, deepens your faith, and teaches you lessons that will sustain a future relationship. Many relationships fail not because people are wrong for each other, but because they enter commitment without the maturity, patience, or wisdom required to nurture it. God often introduces us to our significant other in the most ordinary, unexpected ways, not through fireworks, but through quiet, seemingly unremarkable moments. A casual conversation, a coworker, a childhood friend, or a person we once overlooked. The challenge is not whether God will introduce us to our person. It's whether we'll recognize his hand at work when he does. Love doesn't always enter with clarity, but over time, what was once subtle becomes sacred. Future spouses often begin as acquaintances before a deeper connection reveals itself. And often, that bond is built not on instant chemistry, but on shared values, kindness, and respect. Before love begins, God prepares us. And sometimes the person he has chosen has been within our reach all along. It takes divine timing and personal growth to see them clearly. God's orchestration is not coincidental, it's intentional. An unexpected job, a delayed plan, a friend's invitation. These are not accidents, they are appointments. Moments that guide us toward the person God has chosen. But many people miss their opportunity to find happiness and love because they cling too tightly to their own checklist. They're looking for a person who fits their imagination, instead of opening their heart to the one who fits their purpose. Being open to divine connection is not about lowering your standards, but expanding awareness. It means being willing to see beyond appearances, past societal pressures, and into the soul of someone who might not look like the partner you imagined, but feels like the partner you've been waiting for. God's romantic appointed connections are rarely dramatic. They are often peaceful. They feel right, even if they don't start with fireworks. They are rooted in alignment, not adrenaline. This is the kind of love that God orchestrates, one that brings clarity, growth, and peace. The most profound sign of a long-lasting romantic connection is spiritual alignment. It's not just shared beliefs, it's shared purpose. When God unites two hearts, he doesn't just create companionship, he creates a partnership for his greater plan. Together you grow. Together you serve. Together you reflect God's love in the world. When peace surrounds your relationship, when it challenges you to grow in faith, love more deeply, and serve others more fully, you've stepped into divine love. That is the mystery and beauty of soulmate connection. And when it happens, you will know, not because the world stops, but because your heart finally rests. You may find that both of you are drawn to causes or purposes that align with God's heart. Whether it's serving your community, building a family that honors God, or doing work that advances His kingdom. When spiritual alignment is in place, you both begin to walk in step. Such partners pray together, seek God's will, and continually ask how they can serve side by side. This is the hallmark of a partnership that is truly aligned with God. True love isn't about mere attraction. It's about spiritual edification, finding someone who helps you become the person God created you to be. Spiritual alignment is often confirmed through prayer, reflection, scripture, and trusted guidance. In moments of doubt, you may feel God offering peace and insight, sometimes directly or through others around you. These confirmations may not come with fanfare, but in stillness, clarity often arrives. Discerning God's will for your relationship is crucial. Feelings are powerful, but are not always reliable. Discernment allows us to see with God's eyes, not just our own. Through this, we understand if a connection supports His truth and our purpose. This understanding takes time, stillness, and a heart ready to listen. When you and your future spouse walk together with spiritual harmony, your relationship reflects divine love, not self-serving, but kingdom-focused. Such a bond isn't built solely on emotion, but on commitment to something greater than yourselves. You become not just partners in life, but partners in purpose. This kind of union becomes the bedrock for a lifelong, enduring relationship, one that is held together by a shared pursuit of God's plan. When you and your significant other are spiritually aligned, it confirms God's hand is at work. You'll know it not because everything is perfect, but because there's an unwavering peace guiding your steps. When divine alignment occurs, you experience a love greater than what you imagined, because it reflects the heart of God. Always remember, God's process is always deliberate. It may not unfold the way we expect, but it will always unfold the way we need. Through God's timing, surprising introductions, personal refinement, and spiritual clarity, He prepares every detail. We are not simply passive participants in this divine plan. We are called to be active in our own growth, healing past wounds, deepening our faith, and embracing the transformation God desires for us. Only then, when our hearts are ready, can we recognize and embrace the person God has chosen for us. True love is not only about emotional connection between two people. It is about walking together in God's purpose. When a relationship is rooted in His plan, it flourishes in peace, mutual honor, and lasting growth. It becomes a living testament to God's wisdom, timing, and trusting God's timing. So, as you continue on your life's journey, keep a discerning heart at the forefront of your actions. Stay open to new, meaningful connections, and allow Him to shape you for the person He's preparing for you. When that moment comes, you will experience a love born not just of affection, but of purpose, a love designed by heaven and anchored in God.